Good evening and welcome everyone here to the relive of yesterday's ALR Tier 4 finale here at Dragon Trail. We're currently waiting for the lights of the sprint race, but we're using this time to check on what tire everyone is. So we have Oscar on pole. Is it a new livery again? Yes, it's a new livery again for Oscar. Then we have 9 ball on P2, also on the softs. Pasty on softs as well. Vidvir, first time I see this Indian guy here on the grid in the Mazda RX Vision. We have Kicks on a P5 and a Jaguar. The Dude on P6 in the AMG. Guardrail Lover on P7. Young Lungnuts in the Subaru BRZ on P8. P9 for Loose Telemon in the second AMG. Bomber in the Subaru on P10. Samaris, also a new guy, on P11. And B on P12, and that's all. Let's see how it will be here at Dragon Trail. Quite popular track in Gran Turismo, but also really dangerous one. However, quite a long way to turn 1 with a hard braking point and a good overtaking spot. Sometimes a good point for having carnage, and also the legendary Harbor Chicane, or called Death Chicane, with a lot of potential for crashes. And especially after Tokyo, I think it was, where a lot of carnage happened. Yeah, it's the base livery. I saw it on the thumbnail of the replay. You had kind of a golden one, but unfortunately the replay shows the standard one. But I think you're the only one who has livery issues. After we had a lot of crashes and discussions in the incident channel after Tokyo. On round 7 I was on tier 2, so I don't really know what happened on Deep Forest Reverse, but I saw tier 2 had a lot of carnage as well, so maybe in tier 4 we had some collisions as well. So even if the title fight is already decided and the Dude will be victorious for this season, there is a lot of potential and a lot of heat in this grid. Especially the duel between 9 ball and the Dude at Tokyo was leading to a lot of discussions. So at the moment, one car, the Mazda RX Vision, between the Dude and 9 ball, and we're about to start and see what happens here at the sprint race. Good start here from Oscar. 9 ball with a lot of problems. Pasty, really good start in the BMW. Also the Dude already passed the RX Vision. This was the first close call here between the Dude and I think it was 9 ball. So let's see what happened here. There's a slight tap on the rear. 9 ball went wide and lost a lot of positions. nothing too bad. This is something that just happens at the start. B with a good start, hop to P8. Only guardrail lover. Oh, yeah, early enough in the race. Oh yes, this was a big one. Quite a common one here. I think the Jaguar livery is also the stock one. 9-ball lover dropped to P7 at the moment, and guardrail lover now at the back of the grid. This is something that can happen quite often. If you don't hit the apex right, you go to the outside, jump over the curb, and then the gravel collects you. So Oscar is looking pretty quick here. At the start of the season his problem was more the tires than the pace. But during the season it seemed that he learned a bit more about the Nissan and was able to manage the tires a bit better. He seemed to have a slightly contact with the wall, now all fine. So no bigger chicane carnage here. Yeah, this is the contact in turn 1 between the dude and 9-ball. I think at the point how the car of 9-ball reacts, it is obvious that there is contact, but camera-wise you couldn't see contact because, yeah, netcode issues. Oh, screaming tires here. This is the Indian guy. Great fight here between 9-ball, Kicks and Bitbeer. That's what I'm talking about. You have to lift the throttle in this corner if you want to make it on an outside line. Hitting the apex you can go flat out, most of the cars. 9-ball on his way back to the top of the grid. Currently in P4. Guardrail lover. Just about 6 seconds on his first lap. And also Young Lungnuts and Bomber with quite a bigger gap to the guys in front. B on P8 in front of Luz Telemon. Bitveer here with a little contact. So the new guide with Samuris and Bitveer. Great debut. At the moment, I actually don't know if it's a debut, maybe they were in last season, but it's the first time I see them. Kicks on P5. He showed most of the season good pace, but was a bit struggling to bring it down to an entire race. 9-ball here. Missed the entrance of the S's. Lost a lot of time. We see the dude, Pasty and Oscar now in a fight. Pasty with the inside line. Oscar has to go to the outside, and this is where you lose all the time. Attempt a double overtake here for the dude. But Pasty can defend his gained position against Oscar. But this three-way fight might be... Oh, Oscar a little late here. Nearly everyone is missing the corners, and this is how you see the 9-ball is immediately in range. Quickly go back because I think Kicks went off in the final corner of the S's. He's completely missed the apex. But no bigger impact in the barrier, just time loss in the gravel. But this is something I definitely want to watch again. How Oscar managed to get back in P1. So here Oscar on P3. Looking for the inside line. Not the best move, but quickly realized it. And stepped on the brakes a bit harder. Seemed to be another little contact here from the dude. This time to Tasty. Yes. And this is, I think, if we go now. Yeah, this cam should be good enough. I guess we won't actually find a point where real contact was. Please let me turn the camera. Can't turn the camera in this angle. But yeah, the way Pasty's car move, there's a light tap on the rear. The dude missing the apex. I think he realized that there was contact. That's why he let Pasty pass. No, Oscar, this is not naughty, this is stuff that can happen. And you see, this time I think the dude realized that there was contact. It was a bit more obvious. And so he gave Pasty at least a position back he gained against him. That's why Oscar is back in the front. Shaky exit here from Pasty. And now 3 cars really close here through the dash chicane. But all of the guys pretty much sorted. We're back on P5. Kicks drop down to P7 after his little travel in the gravel. Bomber again struggling on this track. I think his pace is really depending on the track. He had absolutely awesome races where he won and was definitely the quickest driver on track. He had races where he was definitely quick, but benefited from crashes. Oh, another shaky exit here from Guardrail Lover, who also has big problems here on this track. So Pasty, the dude is still close, but the dude has a bit more trouble here with 9-ball. 9-ball tries it on the outside as the dude covering the inside line. Closing the door right in front of his nose. And contact here, 9-ball in the barrier. Try to make the corner in dirt here, really close to the dude's rear. Heavy impact on the wall, front arrow and suspension damage. Cost him a lot of time till the damage will disappear. second of the dude's pace. And Oscar is currently the big winner of this situation that we see, as we are almost halfway through the race. Tires might be a problem. It's not that bad till at the beginning of the season, because Pasty is definitely one of the guys who's the most easiest on tires. But he might get pressure from the dude who's now immediately behind him again. And the dude's tires at the moment looking the best here, while 9 ball, this is gonna be difficult on tires. And Summer is almost the same level as the RX Vision, and the RX Vision is a tire whisperer. The dude having a look at the inside line here against Pasty. But Pasty with the better momentum, with the wider angle. But maybe on slipstream now. Just having a look. I think maybe he looked more to the second corner. This is something to watch. If Didvir lost the car, it was really close to 9 ball. 9 ball maybe a bit struggling here with the tires. Went a bit wide on the exit, and Didvir went wider. Stomped the car in the barrier. Yeah. Lucky again that we are running here ghosted cars. Losing the car again. That's a drop from P5 to P11. Oscar is almost the lead of the half the straight here after the S's. And Samuris is now the first guy to chase 9 ball for P4. I think without bigger mistakes, this could be something like a pre-decision. Pasty ran wide, easy overtake here for the dude. The top 3 might sorting out at the podium. So I currently don't think without bigger mistakes that 9 ball on this tires can get in range for the podium again. Here P6, loose Telemon, Bomber benefited. I think also found some pace, but he benefited from the few crashes. B trying to overtake Bomber. Well defended here from the Subaru against the Hyundai. Young Langnauts are P9. Kicks couldn't really recover from his mistake, as you see. 44, I think this was the lap where he had the mistake. And 2 solid laps, followed by a 46. And Didvir dropped back, lost 30 seconds from P5 down to the back of the grid. This is really unfortunate for the Indian. Oscar a bit scrubby here in the dash chicane. And the dude shows that he was maybe a bit stuck behind Pasty. 1:38 now. Pasty lost almost a second. And 9 ball on these worn tires. Also low 39. But I think this is going to be the lap where the front left tire will die. And he will really have trouble to keep the pace of Pasty in front of him. Lewis Telemon almost lost the car. Young Langnuts is benefiting from it. On P7 now. Bomber on P6. I think we have the time to see what happened here to B. Must have happened in the... Oh, probably he got dash chicaned. Oh, he got heavily dash chicaned. See me in P8. Next time we will see him. Big impact on the wall. Yeah, absolutely missing the apex. Lucky here for Young Langnuts that he's ghosted. Kicks also hit the barrier at the dash chicane. And yeah, engine damage here for B. And you see the car is not really accelerating. And I think these 20 to 30 seconds, I don't know exactly how long the damage will last, are absolutely deadly for your race at the moment. I think the dude is closing the gap to Oscar a bit, yeah, 140.2 compared to 138.9, so more than a second gain from the dude. 3 minutes to go. Summer is now entering the S's while 9 Volt already left them. I think he's definitely a guy to watch for the feature race, because he's absolutely handsome on the tires. Pretty consistent pace also, not on the top level. Oh, and we have damage here at the dude's car, and also Oscar dropped a lot. Oscar getting dash chicaned, the dude getting dash chicaned. Suspension damage and front aero damage on both cars. And Pasty can be lucky number 3 here. The dude going for a move, pushing Oscar a bit wide. Pasty looking for the better momentum. Interesting plot twist here as Oscar looked a bit like the safe winner. Three-way fight here down to turn 1. Oscar late on the brakes, but the dude can defend the inside line on the exit. Oscar, this is still almost lost the car here. 9 ball. It is still GT racing, so this car can handle a bit of contact. And the dude now leading because Oscar's tires is almost gone. 9 ball's tire is gone. And you see it in the S's, how much time he lost on Pasty. Will be also interesting how Oscar is doing the dash chicane on this one rubber. Had a good exit. Could be the final lap. Yes, they will definitely take longer than This is the final lap, and the dude winning the sprint race, followed by Oscar, Pasty, and 9ball. Samura is the US guy, followed by P5 and P6 for the USA. Young Langnuts on P6. Loose Telemon, solid race P7. Kicks with a also solid recovery. Back to P8. Guardrail Lover P9, and I think these guys who finished behind had some bigger incidents in the dash chicane. Also Bomber, who was back on P7, finished P10. P11 for Vidvir. We saw his impact in the wall. And the finishing P12, what gives him the pole position for the feature race. It was really interesting plot twist here. And here at the bottom right you see the actual livery. Let's hope we see it in the feature race. Yeah, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. Yeah, also lap 1. I think this is something that can always happen in GT racing. If you watch Porsche Cup or GT Masters, contact is part of the game. Even if everyone would prefer overtakes without contact. So feature race now. Again, if we don't see it, the golden AMG for the champion. Maybe we see it this time in the race. Maybe not. Let's see what Gran Turismo is giving us. So again, we will have a look at the tire choices. If it's finally loaded. And there it is. And yeah, it's the golden AMG we have now. We quickly pause it to check on which tire everyone is. So the dude starting on the medium tires, Oscar also on the mediums, followed by Pasty. From now on, except Guardrail Lover, everyone is on the medium tires. And also delivery of Guardrail Lover is now the right one. I don't know what happened to Guardrail Lover on the previous replay. He finished somewhere around P10, P9. I think he finished behind Kicks. Don't know why he's shown here on the pole. But we have seen weird stuff on the replays before. So yeah, Guardrail Lover on pole. Definitely trying to take advantage of his soft tires against the entire grid on the mediums. Rolling start as always here for the feature race. Great start here from B. Tough defense here against 9ball. this was interesting. I think everything looked pretty clean. I don't know why some was lifted. He just reacted to the move of 9 ball to the inside line. Lifted the throttle a bit too early and lost easy 2 positions. This was way too early on the brake. 9 ball here tried to make it on the inside line. Realized that this is something that won't work. Currently, oh, big one here between 9 ball and Oscar it was. So Oscar pretty much on a safe line. Oh yeah, this is just unlucky. This is just unlucky. Nine ball tried to go for the inside line, losing the car on this little bump of the curb. And then it's just an uncontrollable bullet. Inside line move against the dude here. Nice one there. This was just unlucky for Oscar. Also damage on his car. So B in the lead, followed by Wittweer. And guardrail lover, no damage on the car. But what happened to him? Where did he? Oh, it went absolutely wide here. Lost position against B, and now one of the big problems, having the soft tires, being maybe not the best on the track. I'm not feeling most comfortable on the track. But you still have to try to make the best out of your soft tires. Wittweer here really close to the barrier. And Bomber in the barrier. Good awareness here, leaving the racing line. Big impact here, drops him down to P10. And Wittweer made it around, guardrail lover. And so this is the second car on the medium tires in front of him. Kicks on P4, followed by Lewis Telemon. Pasty, with a great start, kept himself out of any trouble on P6. 9 ball, P7 also, solid start from him. But again, a problem here with turn 1. Shaky exit. And the dude lost a lot of time here. And this is something we saw a bit too often at Tokyo. As you see, he has the overspeed, yes. But this is not aiming for the apex. So if we switch to Young Langnats, this is an ankle. You can clearly see he's aiming for the apex. 9 ball is aiming for the gravel. And without Young Langnats on his inside line, he wouldn't be able to make this corner full throttle. And he's still going for the full lunge. Sending him into the gravel. And Young Langnad's losing a lot of positions back down to P11. Only Oscar, who had this big incident at the beginning. Guardrail lever made it back to the front. Could overtake Wittweer and B. Kicks in a nice battle here with Wittweer. Slight tap of the barrier. Loose Telemon on P6, Pasty in the hunt. 9 ball P7, the dude P8. Bomber P9. And if Bomber can stay on the dude's rear, he might have a really good result. Samuris P11, Young Langnad's at least back on his rear after the incident, and Oscar also found his way back to the grid. B defending the inside line against Wittweer. Too late on the brake. And Wittweer lost the car again on the same place. We saw it in the sprint. He's lost it on the acceleration. So I think he's maybe quite new to sim racing, because this is also not the way how you can get back on track. Because I actually think you don't even see if you're ghosted or not. And then you're not running in front of the guys who are trying to pass you. We're back here at this little fighting group between Kicks, Pasty, 9 ball, the dude. The dude still. And again, I'm really sorry to say that, but we have the options in the post-coms to see it. This is again from 9 ball, just an absolute late lunge on the brake. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, B is... yeah, B is... can't blame him for that. He's way too early on the brake, and this is hard to predict. So first impression was that it was attempted dive bomb. I think we also saw Kicks here struggling with B's breaking point. And so this nice little battle here continues. Nine ball now on P3. And Pasty and Kicks here side by side. Searching for the perfect line to get at least an overtake. Shaky exit here from Kicks. But no chance for the dude on this short straight through the corner to try to make a move. So this is absolute brilliant fighting group here. And it seems that B is definitely holding up the group. What is so far good for guardrail lover. A shaky exit here from 9 ball. Little taps against his teammate. No one get dash chicaned. Kicks. I think this one looked really late. Maybe a bit lucky that he torpedoed no one, but he looked absolutely late on the brakes. Yes. Yes, this was more made by the dude and Pasty that this was not a bigger impact. Kicks super late on the brakes. The overtake from 9 ball against B. And if B can hold up the pack a bit more, this might be kind of a door opener for his teammate. But yeah, we also know that especially the soft tires didn't fit him perfect. Even the tire wear on the mediums is much worse than on his teammate's car. Kicks to P4 now. Pasty tries it on the inside. Making it 3 wide. Bomber joining the fight. And also Oscar is back in business. A long time no see after lap 1 incident. So 9 ball already a few seconds clear. Then we have this 5-way fight here. Till the dude, and a little gap to lose Telemon, and Oscar, who lost a bit, I think, in the final sector. Also Samuris is in the business here, and Vitvier trying to get back to the position where he come from. And with all the fights here between Pasty, the dude, Kicks, and Bomber, B was able to make a little gap between him and Pasty. Kicks against the dude has to run wide here. Losing the position against Bomber. Samuris catch the Corvette. Looked like he went a bit sideways. And Oscar, yeah, using the brakes of the Nissan GTR. This is the big advantage on this car. And it's Vitvier again who losing his car, I think, on the acceleration. This went wide on the curb. And it looked like the dude got desiccated. Oh, no, he got kicks. Kicks got desiccated. Missing the apex, hitting the inside barrier into the outside wall. And then the bad thing for the dude is that he getting sideways again. And let's see from the dude's onboard here, it is no chance for him to react. He is seeing Kick's car. Still seeing it, and then it's in the barrier sideways. Absolutely no chance to avoid this collision. Just unlucky kicks with the damage. And also damage on the dude's car. Drop back to P9. Easy overtake here from Oscar and Samuris. Guardrail lover currently on a comfortable lead. Also 9 ball. And B is looking that he's recovering a bit. Because Pesty, Bomber and Oscar currently not on his pace. But they were involved into a lot of fighting. Battle here between Oscar and Bomber. And Oscar made the move. Back to P5, even if it's hard to say that he's a winner of the situation. Because he got absolutely demolished at the start. He benefited that B had a situation where he wasn't really on pace. You see currently improving again. Oh, that sounded like Pesty in the dash chicane. We just heard the impact, screaming tires. And Pesty not following him. Yes, big one in the dash chicane. Car is sideways, but I think it's ghosted. Yes, car is ghosted. Oh, this one is costing a lot. Drop down to P12. And this is the absolute interesting stuff about Dragon Trail. One little mistake in this chicane can cost you so much time. Oscar, poor exit here. That's it. He stays in front, and the way to this corner is not long enough to make a move. Bomber now against the dude. Had always the inside line. A brilliant overtake. But we also have to say that both guys really made it work. Lose Telemon here on the rear of Samuris. Bitgear back on P9, kicks drop down to P10, 11 for Young Langnuts, and Pesty, P12, damage is gone now. And who's gonna be the first one we see in the pits? Have we missed something bigger? Maybe because before the dash chicane Pesty was on P12. Oh yeah, big, big carnage here. So loose Telemon was the first indicator. Getting dash chicaned. Absolutely missing it. No chance for Witwe to avoid. Crashing into him, both cars sideways. Also kicks getting dash chicaned. and young Langnuts as well. So 4 cars in 1 lap in the dash chicane in the barrier. I think there was no contact between Kicks and young Lang. He was just distracted. I think he would have ended in the wall anyways. So Pasty this time on the lucky side of the dash chicane. Yes, this was definitely the easiest 4 places. I think this can give your race an extra motivation if you drop down so bad after a mistake and then gaining easy 4 positions, what is also solid points. So guardrail lever softs, and this is one absolute interesting point because guardrail lever is one of the tire whisperers of this tier. Also the Jag is not too bad on tires, but his softs after almost 9 laps are looking better than 9 Ball's mediums and are on the same level as B's mediums. So guardrail lever can look for a really long stint on the soft tires. So this big fighting group here between Oscar, Bomber, Dude, Pasty, Samuris split it a bit up. Oscar trying it on the outside, late on the brakes, really late on the brakes. But he's in the slipstream, looking for the inside line. Little aggressive defense here from B. But Oscar made the move and is now on P3. B on P4, followed by Bomber and the Dude. And we have the first bigger gap to Samuris and Pasty. Pasty is already on his rear. And 9-Ball, while the rest of the field is entering the SS, he's already out of it. And you see how quick Oscar can leave B behind. And now Bomber might be the next one to go for the move. But B has the inside line. And this can become an interesting one now. With 3 cars really close to each other near the dash chicane. And B, who lifted the throttle, still hit the barrier. And I think also Oscar got dash chicaned, because somehow he's now in P5. Yes, a little bit too close to the inside barrier. Nice pictures here. The Dude on the right side, Bomber on the left side around Oscar. But what might be more important for them is now that they are in front of B. But we saw you should never feel too safe. One mistake and the dash chicane can cost you so much positions. Let's see. 9-Ball is now on the apex. The gap is really big. Something around 8 seconds between him, the dude, and Bomber. And Oscar's tires are so fucked up. See, this is the same compound. While Bomber has about 60% left, Oscar has about 20% left. So back to old days for Oscar here. Really killing the tires. And 9 ball. Oh, this will not be enough for a one-stop. This would be 21 minutes on the soft compound. I don't think this is manageable. While the rest on the medium is looking pretty good. Oscar is trying to squeeze the rest out of this medium rubber. Maybe going for 2 more laps to reach at least a window. Ray is not having to do 3 or 4 laps on one rubber. B with a penalty. The first penalty we saw. Don't even know where to go in a quick right-hander. If you're too close to the inside line, you should get a half-second penalty. And guardrail lover in the pits. I think more a reason of fuel. He really drained the car. I think with a bit more fuel saving, could have been 2 more laps on the soft tires. Next one in the pits is Samuris. Also fuel, Corvette, and the Jack. Really thirsty cars. So now the dude in the lead. Around about 2.5 seconds clear to Bomber, followed by Oscar. And then we have B, who's consistently losing time to the top 3 at the moment. 9 ball on the soft tires. Yes, and this is not enough fuel to make it for the rest of the race. Although I think we can cancel him out after P1 race. I think he will definitely do another stop. Guardrail lover, P6 after the pit stop. It will be interesting to see what's the gap between him and the dude Bomber and Oscar after their pit stops. Past the P7. Oh, and the gap will shrink as Guardrail lover losing the car here at the dash chicane, picking up damage all around the car. So, big gain here for the dude Bomber and Oscar. We are now in the pits. I think the dude can't see it in his rear mirror, but he will definitely see it with pleasure that Oscar and Bomber are fighting here. Oscar's tires are not able anymore to really go into attack mode. Commentator jinx, definitely. But still, of course, this costs about 10 seconds, maybe 12 with the damage cooldown. Samuris, Young Langnuts. And I think Young Langnuts forget to refuel. There are fresh tires on the car, but no fuel in it. So now Bomber staying out, Oscar, main reason tires, the dude pitting for fuel. I think Oscar should be closing the gap to the dude a lot, as the Nissan doesn't use that much fuel. And yes, as we see, Oscar just a second behind the dude on track. Guardrail lover. Stays in front of the dude, but lost a lot of time. All the advantage he gained on his soft tire stint is immediately gone by one mistake in the desiccane. Bomber now leading, but he should be now in a window. Maybe he's out a lap too long. He's pretty good on tires. Maybe a lap too long on the mediums. Young Langnuts currently fastest lap. I mean, fresh soft tires, no fuel. Best conditions to get one of the fastest laps. And it will be really interesting what 9-ball will do. I'm pretty sure he has to pit again. So now Bomber in the pits. Let's see where he's leaving the pits. Fuel advantage compared to the dude, but the dude could set a lap on the softs, so a little undercut, but it should be enough for Bomber. Now they're going side by side to the first corner, and the dude is ahead. And these three guys looking forward to make the Guardrail Lover show a four-man show. Kicks after the pit stop, P12. Young Langnuts after this not really unplanned second stop, now on P11. Lewis Salem on P10. Vidvir P9. Past the P8. A lot of fuel on board. Don't remember that the BMW M6 is so bad on fuel. And yeah, if we compare B's fuel to 9-bolt's fuel, I'm pretty sure we will see the Brit in the lead in the pits again. Samuris in the Corvette on P6. Well, we have 12.5 minutes to go. And Guardrail Lover can see the hunting pack in his rear mirror. You see the dude, Oscar and Bomber really catching up here. Little contact here between Oscar and the dude. The dude who went in danger to run in the gravel had to slow down a bit more. And Oscar tapped his rear a little bit. Nothing too bad. But to complete Oscar's list, Dirty Oscar won. I'm just joking. And it seems that Bomber is maybe not able to get the pace from Oscar and the dude. Even while they are fighting, he's not gaining that much time. A little scrap here on the barrier from Oscar. Little time loss here. And the gap is closed. The dude is in slipstream range. It's just a matter of time until the top three are collecting guardrail lever. Bomber might be on the tire advantage at the end of the race compared to Oscar. Samura is comfortable P6 at the moment. I don't think he will be able to get involved into the podium fight. Pasty here. Nice move against B. Still in the lead, 10 minutes to go, and his front left tire is almost gone. He has to push it to the limits to make this two-stop work. Dragon Trail has not the longest pit lane. And if he can do consistently 38s here, you see Oscar 37.9, and there's the first 39 for him. The gap is not too big. Guardrail lever now. Under pressure from the dude. Already next to him. You can see the front of the golden Mercedes. Has the inside line. And also the WRX is ready to collect him. No chance to defend this line. Ooh, Oscar! Late on the brakes, pushing into Bomber's rear. Lifting the throttle. Adding to the list, Dirty Oscar 2. But he hasn't completed the attempt on Bomber, but now he's going for the inside line. These GTR brakes are so amazing. I have the pleasure to drive this car in another league. This is absolutely amazing car. Of course, Oscar, you gave him the place. But the dude gave you also the place and then went for the move and he still counted it. I'm just joking. And there's 9 ball for the second time in the pits. Will be just a little splash and dash. You can hear the dude on the main straight. Yeah, already passed. Also guardrail lover, Bomber, and Oscar passed him. He might be able to fight guardrail lover for P4. And the dude is now escaping. Even if Oscar has the fastest lap, Oscar also had 140 in the last lap, 142 in the previous lap. Bomber 141.7, 139 flat. And the dude 139.6, 139.5, 139 flat, 138.4. Pretty consistent times. But we have seen way too much to say this is a win for the dude. He had his moments in the season where he threw away a safe win, like on Road Atlanta. And we still have the chicane on this track. But Oscar and Bomber are looking forward to keep their battle alive. Guardrail lover. Losing the contact to the podium and feeling the pressure of 9-ball. And Samur is still on a solid P6. I have to say, he's not the quickest, but you can see that consistency and being low on mistakes can bring you a solid result. Currently on P6. Pasty, still hunting him, is a bit quicker than him on track at the moment. B dropped down to P11. Bomber losing a bit the contact to Oscar, but he has the better material. Tires looking much better. Young Langnuts. Solid laps, but the consistency isn't there. And, ooh, big one. Missing the apex, jumping over the curb. But still, he has solid pace. He made the mistake on the pit stop to send home the fuel guy. Pesty is searching for the contact to Samuris. Guardrail lover already lost 9-ball. And 9-ball has an eye on Bomber. I think the tires in the end will be the same level, but 9-ball is the quicker guy on track. Yeah. 3 minutes to go. So 2 laps after this one. See, that was another big one. Yeah. Almost the same that happened to, oh, and then losing the count acceleration. That happened to 9-ball at the first lap. Cutting the inside curb, losing the balance of the car on the little bump. This time there was no car to catch him. But I think Oscar's tires are... He hit a good window. Let's say this. I think his tires should be dying on the final lap. But without a bit of a bigger mistake, the dude should bring another double victory. And 9-ball here, searching his way on the podium. But Bomber can defend it through the chicane. Japan versus Korea, Subaru versus Hyundai. Brilliant move on the outside line. Mistake on the throttle here from Bomber. Gives 9-ball immediately a little gap. And we are on the final lap. I think even if there's a fight for P9, still going. Giving credit to the champion. Watching him on his final Tier 4 lap this season. Well-deserved championship for the dude. I think there was never a doubt on his pace. Sometimes a bit controversial in the incident reports. Final time to the dash chicane. Congratulations to the Canadian. The dude is the champion. Oscar following on P2. Great race from him. 9-ball on P3 ahead of Bomber. Guardrail lover, a solid P5. I think with a bit of fuel saving and without the spin, he could be a serious competitor for the win. Past the collected Samurais on the final lap. And I think we have the best 6 drivers of the season. Also on P1 to P6 in this race. Wittwehr finishing P8, Kicks P9, P10 for Luz Telemon. And yes, all what's left to say is thank you for having me as a commentator. It was absolute great fun to watch you guys. Next season I won't be on the comms. Maybe I see 1 or 2 of you guys on the racetrack. And yeah, I have the advantage. I've studied all your races now. And you will have absolutely no chance against me on track. But no. Let's say it was a brilliant season. It was not the most tension in the title race. The dude was just dominant. He was the lowest on mistakes. And overall, the best package of a driver. But also we had a lot of guys who could bring pressure time by time on him, like Oscar, like Bomber did it several times. Also Pasty had his good moments on track. And yes, so now off-season is going on. I have to say thank you guys, and see you next season on track.